Guma has, you know, avoided playing Kai'Sa for reasons we all know. They will go for the Jhin you were talking about instead. This makes way more sense to me. I like this pick a lot more.
Yeah, and they've got so much power elsewhere, right? Like, I think that they can do this. Yeah, you're going to get shoved in a little bit, pushed around perhaps, but I imagine Carrier just going to get unlocked from the lane as early as possible. Gumayusi then sits down there and tries to absorb pressure, and they can start running the map, which is exactly what the rest of the champions really want to do early.
I mean, you also know Rel is the expected pick here with the misfortune to come through, and the Alistar's great into that. This actually does, I think, cause Gen G to pivot a little bit away from the Alistar, rather from the Rel, and go for this Rakan. Great follow-up on the Skarner Impale, and can help set up equalizers. Some of this game, to me, for T1, if they're going to win it, is just going to have to be won through the solo lanes. Faker is going to have to perform well into Chovy here. He and Oner are going to have great synergy, as they have over the years. And Doran into Keen here, he cannot mess this matchup up. If the Gwen falls behind...
Let's get into it. Game 1, T1 versus Gen G. Oh man, fans out in force on both sides of Lol Park here today. There are a lot of bums on seats, let's just say that. I think, don't know whether there's too many that are missing at this point in time.
I can't believe you would say that about fans of both of these teams.
I think everyone has bums, Wolf. That's just how it goes. As Canyon is going to get discovered here by Doran, running with scissors, very dangerous. And you can see
Carrier got level 2 first, played this lane really well, and continue to do so.
Deadly Flourish, and there's the Grand Entrance, unable to actually interrupt Carrier on his way in, but Ruler is still standing his ground, able to offer a fair bit of damage back still. One trade there by T1, and with an Alistar lane, if you're still being able to come out on top in these early trades, you're going to be feeling good about it.
Absolutely. It's that lane prowess, you know, you and I both are talking about. It's going for more.
Well, another Pulverize comes in. Another Deadly Flourish is obviously going to land as Gumayusi going to set his attention towards the Misfortune. And as we can see here, T1 with full control now of this bottom side.
Guma was reloading and missed 2, but still had a CS lead at the moment when that happened.
The Flash Charm gets the flash immediately out of Chovy. And I don't even think, so he walked over a ward. So Carrier did walk over a ward, making his way in, so Chovy was ready for that one. Canyon gonna have to drive over this wall to get out of the way of Oner. Thankfully for Canyon, his whole top side is empty.
Yeah, Carrier hanging around.
Oh, Keen. Have to be a bit careful here, as the knockup does come down. He has Ghost, remember, doesn't actually have the flash. As the flash forward, and Oner is able to pick up first blood. Keen just caught napping a bit in this early game.
2 aggressive plays in order to actually get the most value out of her kit.
And also to be able to walk up to a mid-wave. Yes. If you do take some damage, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a Bloodthirster, so you're fine.
Super useful item. One of the best for any AD carry in terms of what it means individually on that first item spike.
Well, it is going to be a back coming in for Duro. I think trying to anticipate when Carrier is going to be leaving, as the Grub's just going to be taken by Oner.
Canyon's on Team Wadid on this one. Just going to be looking for Dragon over Grubs in this early game.
Faker not risking anything, just going to come over and grab the Honey Fruit.
Grub's feeling incredibly powerful for both teams with the Gwen and the Azir here in terms of what they could do with some additional damage in the side. So T1 definitely going to be happy to take them. I think it is going to be a very high value triple Grub take, and if they can turn that to 4, gets even better. We'll see what soul we get, because that's going to be really kind of what this Dragon means for us later on for Gen G.
Yeah. Okay, that is a lot of damage onto Duro, who is just caught with his pants down a little bit in his own jungle. And T1 grabbed their second kill of the game.
Great plays around Vision here. 2 of them now for Oner. Doesn't know that it's going to be a 3-man party on top of him. Doesn't flash, but dies.
Oh, there's the charm actually connecting as the curtains have been called. Emperor's Divide gets rid of Carrier, but Faker turns up immediately. Orbit Deception comes down, and Chovy is still surviving. He gets the heal, in fact, from that Gleaming Quill, helping him out. Nice work, Duro, defending your mid laner.
Yeah, really well played there on the defense, but also a great opportunity found once again here by T1 in this incredibly proactive early game.
Steel caps this time around as Doran going aggressive onto Keen, but Keen does have a friend here And Doran could now be in trouble. He's looking for some snips onto this Rumble as the Flame Spitter comes down. But now Ona turns up, and that's going to be a very comfy kill from him to answer. Faker getting in here, though, as the teleport from Chovy delivers him, and the Emperor's Divide comes down. That is going to be the Shifting Sands. The Flash is the Foxfire enough, and it might just be. No, Faker gets crammed into the wall, and Canyon shuts him down.
Oh, so close to making it work. I was really surprised to see Chovy on the late TP there. Extremely risky move, but he's just tanky enough. Faker does not quite have the damage to take him out.
And Ona looking for 6 grubs. He should actually be able to get them here. The Dragon going to be spawning in about 17 seconds time. Duro with some vision control towards this bottom side, but that is 6 grubs to nothing. And that is going to mean a lot of extra pushing power. Gen.G really going to have to pay attention to where these lanes are going to be sitting to make sure that they don't just lose a turret in the blink of an eye.
Chovy narrowly escapes twice, but doesn't die. Finds himself, you know, the only one with a real gold lead here for Gen.G. Gets Leandri's first. It is going to be a real force to be reckoned with this lethal tempo build, or rune choice, I should say.
Yep.
And will even do a ton of damage to this Dragon on the take here for Gen.G. Mountain second, looking for a 2 Drake lead, have positional advantage.
See Ruler walking over that switched off ward as Chovy going to get flashed on here by Carrier. The quickness comes down though from Duro, and the 2-man on the Impale is so good. Already Ona has gone down, but Faker diving into the backline looking for the angle. Ruler gets over the wall. Can he actually survive is the question as Goomer is chased after him, and now it's the cleanup for T1. Doran is going nuts. Slammed into the wall, and the Flame Spitter finishes him off, but now the man advantage should be there for T1. The Flame Spitter though, Keen, can you get it done? Faker and Gumayushi have the damage, and they'll be able to take him down. T1 win the skirmish.
T1 with a huge win here in this fight. The Dragon goes
level 11s for both of these 80 carries as well, with Curtain Call and Bullet Time. Very important as in goes Ona. Duro not going to be in too much danger because he does have all of that added mobility. Canyon has started up this Dragon. Ona is in the area, and Chovy has rotated down. Control ward in place. Teleports at the ready as well. Keen doesn't have his, but he is already down here towards this bottom side. The rest of Gen.G need to wait for these solo lanes to collapse in.
Chovy going to clear this mid wave.
Oh, they were thinking of the turn. You can see Faker wrapping around. Emperor's Divide going to push the cow underneath the turret, but Chovy's in so much trouble. Curtains are being called. 1-2, and he's gone. Pick the juke there. Did Gumayushi, and down goes the Pigeon. And now T1, 5 versus 4, feeling fantastic going into this Drake fight.
Oh man, Chovy feels like in this game he had 9 lives. He kept getting out of every scenario, but not this one, not this time.
Oh, I don't know about fighting for this, but Ona is out of position. He'll be taken down first, but now is the fight going to be won. Ruler with the flash over the wall, the bullet time. Doran is going to try to interrupt it and just cuts him down where he stands. Keen trying to get in there, and the harpoons are doing some work as Canyon, so durable, gets another crash into the wall, but Duro is not offering any damage back. It is only Keen that's able to do any work, and he is just pushed away. Low health bars on T1, but they juggled the aggro beautifully.
That was such a greedy call to continue to stay there. Catching Owner though, made the headed off with all.
Pesky minion getting in the way.
Don't you know it's his 12-year anniversary? Immediate reaction to go for the Emperor's Divide to push Carrier in. There's just so much follow-up here with the Jhin ultimate. And then this pick onto Owner, before he can get the Crescent Guard out in an ideal scenario, actually just barely puts it off, but he still dies here. And then the follow-up fight is just so difficult to pull off here for Gen.G. Sure, you ended up taking the jungler away, but can you win a fight into Guma's fantastic positioning and also a Gwen offering so much damage? Gwen Jhin synergy seems really high in this game.
Well, Chovy's dead again. He's going to break his arm guard as Emperor's Divide does at least try to get them in position as his Sundisk does a bit of work, but Doran's going to be able to lock down the kill. There was just no way that he was getting out of that one. And we are still in a position where we don't have any of the feats of strength locked down just yet.
Although whoever wins this race,
whoever wins this race is going to be it, and it is going to be Gen.G that upgrade their shoes first. Very random selection of shoes as well, everyone with different ones.
Yeah, it's quite a nice variety.
In fact, it's going to be all different ones if it's going to be Berserker's Greaves here for Ruler.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. T1 just going to go for this Otacon. It's a very T1 move. They'll drop their mid turret for this. And, I mean, Chovy's still down for 3 seconds, no TP. I just don't think Gen.G could stop this. They're going to have to just try to get as much as they can in mid lane. They will get that additional turret here.
I mean, 2 turrets is pretty good, but if they manage to take down Keen at the same time, it could be dangerous as he gets under the turret and he's still dead. There was no way out of that one. Carrier is just, he's able to pick a target and kill a target every time.
T1 very happy with what they get out of this. Remember, Faker already having 2 turrets for 1, as that one falls in the bottom lane, but the Otacon buff is going to be super permanent. Double, over double, the blood petal stacks here.
I was actually expecting that to be worse for GENG, so I guess there's that one. They also are still like 1.3k gold. Like, it is nothing. And there are 2 dragons here for GENG. So with that to sort of lean back on, some possibilities. But if the, like, oh, Carrier, he is going to find Ruler once again. The rest of T1 looking to back him up. Duro playing some defense with the quickness as Owner just finds Canyon but gets impaled, pulled back in as the equalizer says, nope, you shall not pass. The Emperor's Divide onto Doran, but he kind of likes that the gap got closed. Duro trying to get himself out of there. The bullet time will take down the Gwen, and Chovy goes golden just to buy some time. He does fall, but Carrier now flashing the wrong direction and will go down for a triple kill for Ruler. The sidestep from Keen as well. Absolutely fantastic on that charm. As Keen still looking to go further forward. It's a 1 trade, but the curtains have now been called and Keen could be in trouble. Another charm going to need to connect, and there it is. Faker locks him down to even this one up.
Yeah, could have been Faker, could have been that last shot there from Goomba, but he was dying. Kind of a slight misjudge on the potential kill threat there onto an extremely long-range AD carry who can slow and then set up Faker in that situation. It's a relatively even trade of kills, but T1 grab a turret after this. Doran is massive in this game. Still a tense game here, but T1 will get this dragon for free, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like GENG just a little bit late on this rotation. They are going to be able to get on over, but I think walked on a trap, spotted out the ward, and realized that there was no way that they could actually get through. So the Drake going to even things out here between T1 and GENG.
To kill the Ahri with anyways. He still has his arm guard.
Oh, Duro might be in trouble here. Is Chovy going to move over? Battle Dance gets Duro out of there. And the curtains are under the ground, and that can be quite confusing.
If I know T1, they might just turn this into a Baron opportunity. They push away the support. They have full vision control of this pit. Faker's on a flank here, and a lost team fight for either of these teams might be the game. You can really feel the tension around this Baron. Faker with an angle, potentially.
Oh, Carrier's on a ward. He is a difficult target if they do want to take him down instead. Duro going to have to get out of there, and Carrier realizing that there might be some health, some abilities on cooldown. That's what I was looking for.
You could see, I mean, just Faker and Carrier walking at 4 people is enough to get them to back away.
Oh, the cow's so scary. Gets the flash pulverize onto Chovy, who will be eradicated before the fight even starts. It's an impale, but it's only on to 1. The curtains were called. Canyon's going to get headbutted back and snipped down. Bullet time does next to nothing, and GENG with 2 on the floor, they'll lose the Baron.
They'll lose the Baron, and there's no way for them to try to turn this into a Drake take or anything like that either. This should be T1 getting Baron and their 3rd Hextech Dragon of the game off the Baron itself. The follow-up engage range for T1's composition is just so high when they have this Jhin. GENG were playing so respectfully. As soon as they see Carrier and Faker together, they backed away, but they didn't back far enough away, and Carrier finds the angle to get the flash onto Chovy. Owner is there for the follow-up, hits level 16 as well. He is so massive. There's the Baron.
Yeah, Carrier going to get slowed down by the red carpet as Duro is making his way over as well. I really like this. Was cheeky from T1 as Owner is here, and starting this is real rough. There are Hex Gates as Battle Dance gets Duro to relative safety as Doran getting in there. Don't know about that one. It's a little bit scary. This fight for the Dragon feels like the real battle. As Faker with the charm, it's going to go wide because he was on vision, and Canyon looks for the opportunity, not going to be able to get it. It's going to be a smite fight. We'll see who is going to get towards Soul Point off the back of this one.
Faker TPing back to his teammates here to get in a better spot.
Yeah, Canyon goes in, but he's unable to get the Dragon. Owner going to get quicknessed up, now gets out of there immediately as Chovy finds the Empress Light onto 3! It was him that got picked off, but this time he's able to make the big play. Doran cut down where he stands, and Chovy is dead again, but this time he takes 2 with him. Keen looking for the harpoons, doesn't get there, and GENG.
A death cap, and he still hasn't broken his arm guard.
Happy 12th anniversary, Faker. You're doing pretty well. As, okay, never mind. Crash into the wall onto Owner, and I don't think that Crescent Guard is going to be saving him. Chovy in a little bit of trouble here as Faker looks for the charm angle. He'll be able to get 2 off the back end, and Ruler is is going to be his next target. He's dashing forever with all of these resets, and Gumyushi's flashing forward. T1 are going to take this game off the back of the GOAT. Happy 12th, my friend. I was a little early on it before, but my God, this Ari performance is absurd.
The greatest of all time on his 12th anniversary. Faker is timeless, Atlas, and doesn't matter what year it is, he's still got the hands, he's still got the follow-up, and he and T1 are going to take this first game.
And I need to now remind everyone as Keen goes down underneath these Nexus turrets that this is game 1 of a regular season best of 3. So it feels like the stakes are way higher than they are because it's GENG versus T1. They often are quite that high, as there goes the Nexus, and T1